Hello everybody, Darkspine Sonic 3 here, coming to you with another episode of Dark Souls. In the last episode, we did some stuff down in Darkroot Basin that I can't seem to remember for whatever reason. Pretty sure it had to do with Havel Rock and the Hydra. Oh yeah, that's right, we saved Princess Dusk. And everything that came along with that responsibility. Saving Princess Dusk is actually going to be quite important later on. You'll see. Now, you might notice that the quality of the camera is a little different, hopefully higher. I'm experimenting a little bit with my actual video camera as opposed to my webcam because it's just been laying around collecting dust, and I decide, hey, let's give it a shot. So I should look better. I hope I look better. I've been trying hard to look good for like 18 years. And I guess this is my first actual successful attempt at it. And the camera should also look a lot smoother. I really hope so, because I certainly like it. Ooh, nice punch. You know, sometimes I forget that we have the Drake Sword. I've been going back and forth between playing Frank Daddy and my other account. My other character, if you will. Because I went and I fought the most depressing boss in Dark Souls. I did not like it. We'll get to that later on in the series. I don't want to get to it now, even though we could, for two reasons. One, it would be incredibly difficult, but at the same time, it's a very upsetting boss, and I want to just make it even more upsetting by going through the DLC first. For those of you who have played through the DLC, before fighting this boss, you know what I'm talking about, especially if you did that hidden thing that everybody likes to do. I'm gonna do it, and I really hope that it works out, because I'm looking to depress myself. I guess that's kind of the main thing here. But anyway, our little crystal golems here are dead, so now we can go and grab our souls. I am so glad that I didn't mess this up. Well, you know, more than I already did by dying in the first place. But, hey, we're back. Let's see. How many did I lose? That's a lot of souls! What the hell? That is a lot of souls. Okay. So, I'm trying to figure out where to go from here. We could actually head up the waterfall. I think I'm going to do that and just show what's there. Because there is a covenant that we can join, and I think it'll be pretty handy. Especially with walking through the forest here, because, oh my god. I like to call the forest area up there Ganktown, because everybody, like, there are a bunch of invisible player characters, NPC player characters up there, and they will screw you over. It's not fun. You gotta really know what you're doing. As a matter of fact, I took on 3 of them on my other character, and even though it was remotely easy, I was a level 80, and I don't think that we're properly prepared for that. Not right now, at least. I mean, we do have a grass crest shield that'll help with stamina, a decent amount of HP for right now, and the Drake Sword, but we can always do better, and that's what I strive for. So anyway, be sure to be careful around the edges here, because it is really easy to fall, and there is no coming back from that watery grave. But we got the Soul of a Brave Warrior, which we'll end up using a little bit later, because I really like souls. I'm a fan of leveling up more than buying things, and I feel like buying things would actually probably help me out a lot more in certain situations, but I just don't do it. So crossing this bridge will lead us to where we want to go for our covenant. But let's check out what's over here real quick. I'm going to regret this decision because I just remembered what's over here. This is actually where the boss I was talking about is, if I remember correctly. Could be, couldn't be at this point. I was here like yesterday, because I was testing out live streaming possibilities, because for those of you who have been watching for a little bit, you might have noticed that I've been live streaming Kingdom Hearts on the days that I'm not playing Dark Souls. And very soon Kingdom Hearts is going to be finished. And that works out really nicely on YouTube streaming, but at the same time I want to see if I can expand that a little bit, because I feel like some of my friends on Facebook might be interested in seeing me dick around in Dark Souls for a little while. And at the same time, I want to see what options I have in terms of, there's a word I was looking for and I couldn't even find it. Okay, so maybe I wasn't here yesterday. I don't remember. There's a lot more moss monsters than I remember, and they're hitting harder than I like. Too hard, too hard. Just die. You just die. You're weak. So, the main reason why I'm experimenting with other live streaming options, and especially in the case of Dark Souls, is because within 15-20 episodes maybe, hopefully shorter, but you know, we'd have to be really strong, I want to get into the battle with Ornstein and Smough. And that's the one battle that I've had the most trouble with, because oh boy, yeah, we're where we should be, and I don't want to be here. So we're not gonna be here. I mean, this is the place we need to go for the Covenant, but let's cross the bridge, see what's over there before we get back into Ganktown, or Gankland, or Gank Squad, whatever I called it. But anyway, Ornstein and Smough was always the most difficult battle for me to deal with. I don't like the look of that cat in the background. We've already made another wrong turn. See, the main problem here is that I don't go to the forest that often because it's very, very, very dark here. When you mix that with the fact that the light's on, so that, you know, you can see my handsome face, it makes it very difficult to see because of the glare. It's actually really difficult to play this game in the forest. But, you know, my burden to bear. So, anyway, Ornstein and Smough was one of the hardest bosses for me to fight. I fought every other boss with little to no difficulty, with the exception of Ornstein and Smough. My big problem with them, oh boy. We're coming up to the part that I don't like. Quit following me.
That cometh my advice. The legend of our traverse have thy respect.
Well,
I come.
This is Alvina of Darkwood. She's a cat person, and we can join her covenant. I don't know if I had any other covenant established. I can't remember. But we are currently under the allegiance of the cat covenant. And what does this ring do? The cat covenant ring.
Thou wearest that ring. It allows for thine summoning. If mine senses reveal intruders, then I will summon thee. Fend them off, sir. I beseech only this. I shall summon others who will, by their honor, work tirelessly with thee. Thou shalt receive great reward, and whatsoever ye shall pillage will be thine own. A true agreement. But thou must heed
the clan is thine own family, to thine kinsmen forever stay true, darest not in any attempt to double cross, have no doubt, such wretchedness never will we tolerate. So basically, don't kill the guys outside. I kill him, that's a problem. But there are new people here. This guy.
All about you. I'm Shiva of the East, Captain of the game. Let's teach you the clan basics.
What are the clan basics?
As there's no time to chat in the midst of fighting, except there is little in the form of rules. You hear? Fight and hunt as you like. Whoever's fastest gets the...
I don't like him.
That's the way we do it. Only, don't forget what Alvina said. Traitors aren't given a second chance for any reason. That's about
What about...
Don't worry.
What about that one dude at that bell place who gives you absolvation or whatever? You know, you pay him and he excuses your sins. This is his bodyguard. This is Shiva's bodyguard. I really want that invisible ring, but I think we'll take it later. when we've established another covenant and we don't have a need to come back here. Because these guys are still going to bug us. And thankfully we can't talk to them. We can kick them. Hopefully I don't. Cool. I was afraid I was going to attack them. I don't even know why I had the audacity to even try to fight him. Or kick him. Because if I mess that up, then, ooh boy, there'd be an entire horde of people on my tail. But, all things are good. Everything's nice here. So, I should mention, before we leave, this area right here, this is where the Covenant of Artorias door leads. Or more, the Artorias sigil thing that you get, Artorias' crest that you get from Andre, the blacksmith. That door will open there, and the bonfire is right in there. Unfortunately, we can't open it from this side. Again, we need the crest. And that's unfortunate for me, because I really want to go. Because there isn't too much here for us to explore anymore. I just wanted to come and establish that covenant for the sake of not getting destroyed later on. We might as well wear the cat ring, because why not? Also, you're going to prove to be an issue. Ooh, nice dodge. Oh, sick dodge. The sickest. Anyway, apparently killing those things doesn't abandon the Covenant for whatever reason. You'd think that, killing forest dwellers would be an issue for them, but nah, apparently not. So, I'm going to... Oh, God! Out of here. Now, you see, my problem here is that I was not expecting them. We were going to throw more stuff at them. I guess that only kills one. Or more. It only hit one of them. So let's throw another. Why not? Okay, we're dead. We're dead anyway. Okay. No, that's fine. I wanted to get that thing up there. Wanted to get that thing. And I also wanted to not lose my souls, and I don't want to climb that ladder again. So, screw it. And we're going the wrong way again. So we're not going to go get our souls back, because I give up. We'll go get it later. It'll be there if I don't die. And realistically speaking, I should go get it. But... oh well. It's only 13,000. How much could I possibly need to level up? And how hard would it be to get that? Not very. Especially where we're going. I don't know where we're going, but it's better than here. I guarantee you there will be plenty of enemies to kill, loot, and plunder. So, I'd say it works out in my favor. So let's get that on the road. So, first things first, we're going to run back up this, this hillside. This is a lot more than a hill. There is actually a little bit more of, there's a little bit more of the forest that we can explore. And I think we'll come back to it later. Nah, you know what, screw it. Let's go take care of it now, we're here. And this way, we get a little bit more combat. Oh, cool, we're back to under-leveled tree minions. And they drop more stuff. Let's roll in that direction. Alright, alright. All these moss clumps are going to come in handy, and even if you don't need them for whatever reason, you can sell. Well, never mind, this is the wrong game for that. I'm so used to selling things in Dark Souls 3. I'm actually getting kind of sad now. I want to play Dark Souls 3. However, my computer is not quite good enough to handle it and record it at the same time. And it sucks, because I really want to go back to Anor Londo. I've only played through like the first 20 minutes of the game so far. How am I used to buying and selling in Dark Souls 3 without actually getting to that point? Well, that's a good question. I watched a lot of other people play. Let's see. 7,000 souls to level up? No problem. Let's see how much a brave warrior... maybe not. We'll save it. We'll save it until we have enough to actually level up. That way... or we're close to leveling up. That way, if I die, it's not that big a loss. if I die between that time. You gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart with your money. Because if you're not, you end up like these guys. And people will be taking your remains. For whatever reason. Anyway, let's make a quick right over here. This is the area we opened up where we fought that tree frog, which is, for some reason, not here. Up there you are. I missed you, buddy. Ooh. Buy me dinner first. Jeez. Can't be that hard. Put your tongue away. Anywho, here we are. This is the extra part of the forest that no one talks about. Because not much happens here. And the tree is turning to face me. Why? Ain't even gonna question it. I'm just gonna fight. Anyway, tree's dead. Should make passing through here easier, even though we could totally squeeze in there. So there's a couple things here that we need to be on the watch out for. First, those tree frogs. Trust me, those tree frogs. They will gang up on you, and it will hurt. So that's the first thing. Secondly, looks like there's a bridge up here or something like that, or a tower. There are stone guardians thrown all over this place. So we have to keep an eye out for those, because they hit hard, and they make you slow, and it's very difficult to defend against that. And I am not ready for that kind of a commitment. So, doesn't seem to be anything hanging out around these pillars. So, the very first thing we can do here is head up here. And we're going to do this even though it's probably one of the more regrettable decisions of my life. For one reason and one reason only. And you'll see it in a second. You know, I have to admit, there it is. I have to admit, it's really, really impressive that the knights in this game can run for as long as they can and refresh stamina as fast as they can. Because it's just like, I can run a little bit longer than this, but if I get tired, I don't have to, I have to sit that type of, I have to sit out for a little while and not run anymore. Makes it really difficult to do things, you know? But these people, I give them like a 5-second break. Okay, we're good again. It's very impressive. Oh, hi. Oh, don't worry, I remember you. And try to freeze me. Take my speed. Too slow. That's ironic. Anyway. And it's especially impressive when you consider the fact that they've got all this heavy armor. Oh, hi guys. How you doing? I'm pretty sure they dropped some... Oh, I thought you were gonna kill yourself, and I was gonna be happy. I know, right? Rude. Bye. Ugh. Weird froggies. What did they drop? Green blossoms? Nice. Works for me, you know. I am a fan of blossoming greens. Ugh. These make really good frisbees. Well, I mean they would. A well-mannered white family is playing Team Fortress 2. Oh my god! I forgot to make myself offline again. So, hooray. And it looks like we're getting close to the point where I can start using those souls to level up. I'm not entirely sure how many souls the Proud Knight soul and Brave Warrior soul give, but hey, it's not like we'll find out sitting around. So hey, we got that running for us. So it doesn't seem like there's much else over here, actually. So I hype this place up for nothing. Unless there's more over here. Well, my inevitable demise. I'm cool with that. I kind of have to be. 'Cause it's gonna happen sooner or later. Ah, that's sad. Anyway. So we're gonna make our way back up here and we're gonna make a leap of faith. And I want you guys to believe in me. Because one of us has to. Too late, too late. Well, too early. Okay, get off my shoes. Wasn't much of a worry there, but hey, we did it! Yeehaw! And for some strange reason, the other one isn't running at us. Okay. Don't matter to me. Anyway, let's make a move. Let's get out of this forest. That's all we can do for right now. Aside from fighting that boss that I was mentioning earlier. I'm not going to drop names for those who haven't played the game, because then you'll be prompted to go look it up. As a matter of fact, it don't even matter, because you know the name of this place, so you can go look it up on your own if you wanted to. But still, I'm not going to give you specifics, because I'm a jerk. But, let's just get out of here. There doesn't seem to be anything interesting in this area. Although I will take a quick peek around the other side of this area here. No, nothing. Alright, cool. Works for me. And thankfully that Titanite demon is dead, so we don't have to worry about him anymore. That's a start. So, what else is there? Where else can we go, you might be asking? The answer is very simple. Andre, where are we going?
I've seen one of those before. It's the ember of a divine blacksmith. Might you consider leaving that with me? I can produce divine weapons with a flame such as that.
Yeah, let's give Andre the divine ember. He's a cool guy. He's a cool dude. I honestly don't really know if it makes much of a difference who you give it to. And it probably does. And I probably just screwed myself out of some really, really good weapon. But oh well. Let's see, can we reinforce our armor? Where is it? Where is it? Actually, first things first. Yeah, let's reinforce this all the way that we can. For right now. And then let's take our armor and our leggings and up that. Let's buy another Titanite shard, that way we can have them both at +2, because I like the sound of that. And there we go. We have elite armor +2 and elite night leggings +2. The gauntlets are gonna stay at +1 for, or you know, regular for a little bit. Don't quite matter. Actually, we should probably repair our weapons while we're here. So, let's repair that too, because, you know, we're going to be getting into a lot of fights. And we don't really have that many souls left. As you can tell, we are at like 179, so that's something to worry about. But we'll worry about it when we can. So, let's just refresh ourselves at that bonfire there, so that if we die for some strange reason, we don't have to worry about running all the way back. And I'd say it's time for us to go pay a visit to our roots. Our roots. I'm actually kind of dreading this. Certain parts of the game are just harder than others for some strange reason. You gotta be calm when you're fighting these guys. You can't be too twitchy, because every slight movement prompts a different response. Although they all end the same way. Just like that. Let's take his Titanite shard. Didn't even need to buy one. Well. So, our weapon is nice and ascended, and we can head back down to Firelink Shrine. And before we make our move back to the Undead Asylum, which is where we're headed next, I would like to go check something out with I think his name was Petrus. The video game. The movie. So let's go talk to him. If he's there. And if his friends are there. Nope, not yet.
No, I will teach you. I'm afraid that may be difficult. Come again. The effectiveness...
What? Well, can't talk to him right now. Or more. We're not in his covenant. And I don't want to abandon the cat covenant, because then we're going to have to run through the pits of people again. Hey, we missed this. Oh, that sucks. So, now we can head back up in this elevator, but we're not going to be going the entire ride. We're going to drop off right here, just like that. And then we're going to be making some real acrobatics moves. Also, there's something over there that I want. Whew! I was afraid we were gonna roll. I'm pretty sure we didn't even need to make that jump. Pretty sure we could have done that on foot. Hey, we missed another thing up there. Well, down there. You get the point. Anyway. Huh. Undead Asylum, floor 2, West Key. I believe that's what it said. I close out of things entirely too quickly to remember. But here we are. And there's someone sleeping or something. But where? You'll see later. Let me just adjust my hair a little bit while we're waiting for this to... There we go. Soul of a Lost Undead. We're going to be getting a lot of these. And I'm going to start hanging on to them. Because that snoring there is going to be relevant pretty soon. Actually, not soon enough. So, we're going to make our way back down. I'm going to rest at this fire. Because why not? Doesn't make much of a difference. Except this time, if I die for some reason, I'm closer. So now we make our way back up, we go to the elevator again, we start over. And this is where the game starts getting a little questionable in its ethics. Especially the ethics of your character in particular. And especially Frank Daddy, because I don't think that Frank Daddy would do this for any reason whatsoever, but here we are doing it. So first things first, let's head back over here, and then we roll. Awesome. So now we're back up here, and we take the stairs, because the elevators don't expand this far, I guess. I think it's impressive that there are elevators in this game. So here's that questionable ethics thing. For what reason would your character be possessed to, of all things, curl up into a ball in a bird's nest and stay there for a little while in hopes that something would happen? And here's the really weird thing. There it is. Why would the bird be tempted to pick you up? Especially to take you back to where you were before. That's Frank Daddy. He got himself into this mess. And I don't think there's any way for him to get himself out. And the question is, why did you put yourself in that situation to begin with? It's honestly really stupid. But there are a couple things here that I want to talk about. You see that nest over there? Let's go get a closer look without getting killed. So we can head down here and we can drop items in that nest, specific items, and then said items will, when we close the game and return, will be different items. It's actually really handy. You can only do it once per item. So if you had, so a sack will get you, if you drop a sack in that nest, which is like a hat that we get later on, if you drop that, then what happens is, when you close the game and come back into it, you will be rewarded with the axe that you would have normally gotten for, or the hammer or whatever, that you would have normally gotten for beating the Asylum demon, which is the tutorial boss here. If you beat him in one go without leaving through that door that we left through, you would have to fight him and beat him in order to get that weapon. And that is a lot harder than it seems. It's a lot easier on New Game Plus because you get to keep some of your gear. So you can spawn in with like Ornstein's clothes, Ornstein's armor and shit like that. It works. You ready for something depressing? Here's Oscar. And he's angry. Why did you leave me here? I can fight you no problem. What are you gonna do? nothing. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna run up here, prompt the ball, and hope it hits you. It did. And then we're gonna finish him off. And I am sorry for that, Oscar. I really am. But it's just, you know, business is business. And we get his shield. Poor Oscar. I honestly feel really bad about that. I'm gonna write him a message. Let's see. What's this one say? Oh, these are all just tutorial things. But let's use the item. Let's write a message here. Be wary of rear. Someone will read that, and they'll like it. And they probably won't rate it, but whatever. So these are all just tutorial messages, and I'm habitually reading them. So, first things first, we're going to end up going for that weapon. So, what are we going to do first, you might ask? Probably not, but there are a couple items here that are really, really important for what we need them for. First, that item over there is a ring. And with that ring, what we can do is we can move at normal speed in water instead of automatically slowing down to this slow walk. And this guy, hey buddy, how you doing? Ah, so I see the bird took you too, right? Yeah. Woo! He's not happy. We're gonna take his sword though. Well, we were. Thankfully, Oscar's not coming back, even though he wasn't that big of a deal anyway. By the way, his name is officially and unofficially Oscar, in the way that some of the unused files for him are named Oscar. Makes things honestly a little bit difficult when it comes to actually identifying him, because he doesn't get a name in the original game. He was actually meant to have a much more important role, but that ended up being taken away from him for some reason. And it sucks, because as a character, I think that would be pretty cool if we get a little bit more insight into Oscar, because he comes from the same place that Solaire and Lautrec come from. Oh, speaking of Lautrec, that's going to be a fun thing for us to deal with later. Oh boy. Lads, drink! Oh god. This is a problem. So we're gonna take his item. Nice try, buddy. Alright. He's not happy with me in particular. Damn it. Alright. We're gonna take this guy out and we're gonna get that first item that we can. Hopefully. And then we're gonna call it a quits. Because this episode's starting to run a little long. Which is weird considering they're half-hour episodes anyway. But, you know. That's none of my business. Except that it kinda is. But we've got an angry man down there whose sole purpose is to make our lives a living hell. By the way, we lost those 13,000 souls. Just thought I'd let that be known. I don't like the sound of that. Come here. So, let's see if we can parry him multiple times, because I feel like that's the only way for us to actually get ahead. Yes! Now we just need to hit him one more time, I'm thinking. Okay, not one more time. But now he's dead. Took us long enough. So we got a red Titanite chunk, and of course nothing else. Every single time I say we're going to take his sword, it doesn't happen, and I'm getting upset. Because I really want that sword. At this point, I had already had that sword, and it's a strong one. So, of course, more tutorial notes, because no one ever leaves notes here for some reason. Anyway, we basically just made a big circle. Because here we are, same place that we were earlier, only this time there's more hollow. And they hit harder than they should, honestly. But you can parry them and get 4 more souls out of the deal. Oh, 21 more souls. They're moving on up. I find it strange that the hollows are always, like, the ones that end up being everywhere, and somehow they keep getting stronger. With each world, with each part of the game that you visit... Sorry, I was in Kingdom Hearts mode for a second there. Worlds. With each area that you visit, they end up getting more and more powerful. And how? By the way, I should mention... Okay, good, he doesn't see me. We're gonna end up fighting this next episode, and it ain't gonna be fun. As a matter of fact, let me check and see if I have the right shield to combat that. Looks like it is the Crest shield. Cool. Alright. That's gonna be very important. You! I'm just not pleased with you as a person. Don't know why you are specifically guarding my cell. What special thing did I have? Nothing. The answer is nothing. But, I'm gonna just keep parrying you. It's good practice, honestly. I feel pretty good about this. And are you gonna... I just want the sword. Right sticks, the camera controls. Hooray! But now we have a peculiar doll. That will help out later. That'll actually allow us to get into one of the side worlds that's optional, I believe. It's good if you want to be a monster. But yeah, this is our next opponent. So I'm going to head back up to the bonfire. And you guys just sit tight. So, nah, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good today, considering it's like 5 something. Almost 6 probably. We can use this extra time that I'm going to be taking now to go grab that very last item. That way, on the next episode, we can take care of that boss, hopefully. And not worry about anything. Again, hopefully. I'm not too confident in my abilities to fight that boss, even though I fought him basically like 3 times. Yeah, just about. They reused the same boss 3 times in the game. This new version that we're going to be fighting has a different tactics. He has a couple different moves. Oh, there's 2 of you now. That's nice. Come on over. Well, good shot. GG, no re. You try to ward? And you? He just wasn't trying. But that sounds pretty good. And with that key that we got back in Firelink Shrine, the Undead Asylum F2 West key, as in Frank West, that allows us to open up this different area, which, if we drop down these stairs here, rusted iron ring. When we wear that, we can walk in any substance that would usually slow us down at our normal speed. It's actually really, really helpful, and it's definitely going to be helpful in the sewers and in Blight Town. Blight Town is full of poison water, and so the faster we can get out of that, the better. But first things first, we're going to use this Soul of a Brave Warrior here, see what that gives us. 5,000? Really? Okay, cool. Was not expecting that. And we're going to end up using the Proud Knight Soul, because why not? It's there. I'm going to end up regretting that decision. So, with this last level, I believe that we can put our... you know what? I want to do more damage. That's basically that's most of what we're going to end up doing here. And I think I should kindle this bonfire, so... As always, I'm Darkspine Sonic 3. If you liked what you saw in this episode, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. And if you want to see more just like it, do I not have humanity? Really? You're joking. Well, now I'm sad. If you liked what you saw in this episode, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. And if you want to see more just like it, be sure to subscribe, because we've got plenty more to show. I'll see you all in the next episode. Thank you, and goodbye.